Hi everyone, my name's Cathy. Welcome to Skint Living UK. Hello to all my regular viewers, and if you're new here, my name's Cathy. I live in Liverpool on the northwest coast of England in the UK. I used to be a teacher. I did 7.5 years full time and packed in because I was ill. And then I had a little break, and then I did 12.5 years on supply. And I stopped working just before COVID kicked off because we downsized house then, 2020, and I just thought I'd had enough because just school was getting a bit more mad. If you want me to tell me about some of the incidents in school, I will. Let me know in the comments below. But there was one where I just thought, no, that's enough now, this is mad. So I live on a teeny tiny teacher's pension because I only did 7.5 years, which is less than universal credit, which is the basic benefit here in the UK. I top up my money with a little bit of eBay, and it is a little bit, these days eBay is rubbish. I might do a little video about that. It's just abysmal at the moment. And today I'm having a pyjama day because I've been ill all week and I just can't shift it. So I just need to sit in front of the fire, drink lots of hot drinks and sit on my bum. So I'm going to just talk about viewers' comments, tips and tricks today because it's Frugal Friday and I've just been overwhelmed. Even though I've answered comments during the week, I've been really touched by what people have had to say, especially about my Nana's video and things that make people feel rich, which is not about money in the bank, it's about the people around them and the security that they feel by implementing all their little frugal tips and tricks. I did a little quick short water bottle video, just interested to see how people save on their water. Simone Dutch 558 said she throws her water onto her garden. She keeps buckets in the shower, so she's got even more water to save. Taffy Nige does the same. She throws hers in the garden, he throws hers down the loo. Yeah, as long as you're saving water, it doesn't really matter. If you're on a water meter, what can you do? I'm not on a water meter, I just try to save water because I'm one of those environmentally green people. I try to save everything I possibly can, as well as being frugal. I think the two spheres can cross over. I've got a water barrel in my garden, and I have we get bottled water because the UK water, it's infamously our rivers and lakes and ponds and everything are full of poop because the water companies are fleecing us by a lot of money and dumping waste all the time. So I don't trust it, even though it's been treated. So since all that's been going on, we've been drinking bottled water. I know you probably think it's a waste of money, and I do intend to buy a water filter, a Berkey type thing at some point, but because we're hoping to move to Scotland this year, might not need to do it because their water quality is much better up there, and their water bill is included in their local tax, which we call in the UK council tax, where you pay for local services, and their water's included in that. It hasn't been sold off, it's not privatised like England and Wales has been. So Kerry James 6312, hello honey, thank you for all the lovely comments on my videos you've done this week. I really appreciate it. She's been lovely, she's just written so many nice things. Thank you, Kerry, I really appreciate it, honey. She says when she rinses the dishes in the bowl, she tips hers into the garden as well. Another lovely lady, Sue, hey Sue, RI50B told me to make a cover for my hot water bottle so it stays warmer longer. It did have, but when I got home from work one day, from the shops one day, the dog was playing with it on the floor and she ripped it to bits. She was having a fine old time with hot water bottle because I'd left it on the chair, and she thought, I know, I'll eat that. So that's the reason why I haven't got a cover. So you're alright, I do need to do that. I did a quick cash is king video because I think banks are taking the mickey out of people at the moment. Zemplex, a new viewer, hello honey. She said recently started using cash, so it helps her be more mindful over her spending. She doesn't use a phone or a calculator in the shop because she just wants to get in, get it done and go. So she thinks mess about with a phone or a calculator will keep it in the shop longer. So it's a great way of resisting temptation. And she said a good tip that she's come up with, I think, is she just rounds up every pound. So say she spent 95p, 97p, she rounds up to pounds. So when she gets to the till, she's got a rough idea how much her bill's going to be, which is good, isn't it? So I think that's a cracker tip. Sue again, Sue-RI50B. She says she's opened a credit union account because she's sick of the bank. Because the bank had the gall to ask her what was her money for. Oh my God, they are so entitled. They keep your money and then when you want it back, they're asking you what it's for. I was telling her that my neighbour next door but one, she was getting a roof fixed last year and it was like a couple of £1,000. And she was trying to withdraw the money and they brought her into a little side room, shut the door, and she said she felt like she was being interrogated about her own money. And she's in her 80s and they were like treating her like she was thick, like an idiot. So she left the room and kicked up a fuss in the middle of the bank, and because they didn't want to fuss, they gave her the money. But you shouldn't have to do that, should it? It's your money. These banks just are beyond belief. So at least she got her money off them in the end. My Nana's video. People just wrote such lovely things about their nanas, their grannies, their grandmas, their gran as well. Rachel Raw 144, it says my video reminded of her nana. She used to wear a house coat too and a penny and never wasted anything. Make do amends. Yeah, I think it's definitely a hangover from World War II. People have got into that mindset and they didn't see the point in shifting it. So in the 50s and 60s they continued to live like that. But it's good for the environment as well. It's good for the planet, isn't it? Look at all the waste that's Cheyenne. I can't even pronounce it. And Timu. People wear things once or twice and it goes in the bin. Millions and millions of pounds worth of clothes are just dumped. And lesser developed countries, it's being sent to them and they're dealing with it. Kerry James 6312. Hey Kerry again. She says she grows basil, potatoes and tomatoes, and her nana taught us to crochet. Yeah, my nana did as well. My nan was ambidextrous. My mum was right-handed, I'm left-handed, so she couldn't teach me. Her motto was use it up, wear it out, make do without. We'll go without. Yeah, right way to think, honey. Sue again, her nana had escaped from a hard husband but had a lovely life after, and she was always frugal, made the best of what she had. Yeah, I think that was the problem in them days, wasn't it? 40s, 50s and even into the 60s. Women had restricted access to financial products, banking and stuff, especially in the US. Couldn't even write their own check. Husband had to co-sign everything, couldn't get a mortgage on their own. It's just like archaic. So once she was free, she was able to do what she wants. On a side note, I've been single for 12, nearly 13 years. I've had 3 long-term partners. I was just seeing someone for a little bit 12, 13 years ago, and he was just horrible. Just trying to get money out of me, basically. And he had a problem with me because I was earning more money than him. He was the teaching assistant, I was the teacher. He was doing eBay, and he was just, I had so much resentment because I had my own home, working, all the rest of it, and he was the TA and taught the world, told him everything. So I'm not saying all men are like that, I'm talking about this specific person. So I was just like, no, I can't be bothered with this. I really can't be bothered with it. And I know people say there's nice people out there. When I go to my doctors always saying, have you found yourself a nice man yet? And I'm always like, I don't want one. I've got a dog and a cat, why do I need one? I've got lovely children, why do I need one? So what's good today, women can focus on the finances because they have autonomy now. They don't need a man to support them. some women want a man, some women don't. But either way, they have autonomy. They have their own control over their own finances, and that's the best gift anyone can have. Because when I've been in relationships, I think there is such a thing as financial abuse. Men want total control over the money. But yeah, well, I bought my house, my first house on my own, and I sold it on my own, and I bought this house on my own, and my next place I will buy it on my own. And I can hopefully help my children too. So there you go, enough of the preaching. I'm not saying I'm not a man hater. I think there is some lovely men out there, just not for me. Pat Martin 9727, hello Pat. She says she does a lot of the stuff her gran did. And she's got a wonderful list of stuff that her nana did. It reminds me so much of my nan because she did all the same things. She said she could make something out of nothing. Nothing was wasted. She'd repair clothes, reuse wool. She'd turn the cuffs and collars on shirts. She'd split worn sheets down the middle and remake them. If she couldn't, she would make them into cot sheets. And the worn out pieces became cloths, dishcloths, and then rags. Yeah, I mean, I always had a rag bag. I've always got a rag bag, got a little basket full of them. From old towels, especially. Old towels are great for mopping up stuff. And old tea towels. She says she always knitting socks and jumpers, and she made rag rugs. That's something I've always meant to do. I'm going to have a go at that soon, because I just think it's great. I've got a load of jeans there. I'm going to make it with jeans, so it'll be nice and thick. And yeah, I'm definitely going to have a go with that. When? I don't know, because I've got 1,000 DIY jobs to do on the house before I sell it. So yeah, it will happen eventually. So she said her gran taught her these things, and she found it useful when she was a young wife because money was tight then. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. See, nanas, grans, we'd be lost without them. And I just wanted to talk about, sorry, I'm prattling on a bit. Oh, my head. Things that make me feel rich video. And Taffy and I said welcome to the prepping community because I told them that I'd bought 2 big tubs and I was starting to stash stuff away. But I believe in the 2 as one as non-mantra. So if you've got 2, you use one and you've got a spare one. So you've always got that fallback position rather than falling short. So if the weather's bad or times are mad, which they are at the moment, you've always got a little stash there. So he was very nice and welcomed me to the prepper community. So I won't say I'm a proper prepper, but I'm like a newbie, a newborn. Rose BC 8516. Hello, Rose. My mum's name was Rose Margaret. That's a Princess Margaret, apparently. She says she's like me. She doesn't have a dishwasher or tumble dryer. I don't know how people can afford to run them. The energy prices went up this last quarter, and it's going up again in April in the UK. It's just, how can they afford it? And if they've got a water meter, all that water going through the dishwasher as well. I just don't know how people can afford it. Obviously, they've got more money than I have to burn. I don't know how they do it. She says she uses 2 slow cookers for dinners and puddings. Good on you, honey. I love a slow cooker. Sometimes I'll throw a stew in or a bit of soup. Or yogurt. I love making yogurt. And she says she only uses the main oven when it's going to be full. Yeah, I'm the same. I've used my main oven once this week and I had 3 dinners in and an apple crumble. So that was it. Yeah, hot pots galore. Simone Dutch 1264. Hi Simone. Hiya honey. Hope you're doing well. She says having a food pantry and a fridge full of food makes her feel rich and a loving family. I said that's what it's all about, isn't it? Having a loving family. No matter what your family is, your family can be one child, just a partner, your cat, your dog, your budgie, your goldfish. That's your family, just your friends. Family means so many different things these days, doesn't it? It's whoever you bring into your life who loves you. That's wealth beyond measure. It totally is wealth beyond measure. I just wanted to say a little extra hello to Simone. Her dog died, a little dog called Doug, died before Christmas. That's so hard. My last dog died 20 odd years ago. I was devastated because that dog really helped me through tough times, because my ex was a bit toady, for the want of better words. So yeah, that dog helped me. It was like, I think these days they call it emotional support animal. Yeah. And my cat, who I've still got, she was my emotional support when I was having tough times trying to pay me mortgage the last few years ago. So yeah, animals are priceless, and I do definitely think they go to heaven as well. I do genuinely think they go to heaven as well. Sorry if you're not religious and you don't believe and stuff like that, but I do definitely think that they go to heaven too. Kerry James 6312, she says she feels rich because she's got 2 lovely grown daughters and she has everything she needs and good health. Yeah, good health is your wealth, totally, because you can't do anything without it, says she with a croaky voice. A lovely lady, she's 71, she tells me, Kids and Grandkids 840 is her name on YouTube. She says the kids and the grandkids are her wealth. She's got no mortgage, she's got food, she's warm. She says, and I think this is a lovely phrase, we look like millionaires to others and beneath them to others. So there you go. So at the end of the day, who cares what other people think, as long as you're happy, as long as you're well, as long as you're surrounded by love. Who cares? Really, who cares? And Michelle H28D, she says, good health, having a healthy eating healthy habit, and having a roof over your head makes her feel happy and well and loved. Yeah, of course it does. Yeah, that's the basic necessities of life, isn't it? As Baloo said, Baloo, in the Disney movie, the bear, bare necessities of life that come to you. I know, that's my favourite Disney movie. And Sue again, I thought we'd end on Sue. The thought of not going to work is a wealth beyond measure. Yeah, that's priceless. I think young people today, millennials and Gen Z, are having a tough time with it regarding work, and I'm fortunate to be in the position where I'm not going to go to work, because since I downsized and got rid of my mortgage, I was paying it for 17.5 years, and I just thought, no more. This house is a fixer-upper when I bought it, but at least it was paid off full with the equity from the other house. I was lucky. I bought my first house in 2002, so there was equity in it. I don't want to go back to work. As a teacher, I used to work till 2 in the morning sometimes. I was always in at half terms and holidays, because I was an IT teacher, so I was always there because it was 100% coursework. So I needed the kids in all the time to do the work. It was just too much. I was burnt out, spent. So what, do I want to go back to that? No. Because even on supply, they expected that out of you. No. So thanks especially to Sue, Kerry and Simone. You've been lovely this week. Thank you for all the comments. I do appreciate it. Sorry for the long, rambly video, but I've